Anime Summit, Episode 20.
Wait, I forgot. I still have my pants on. I can't record with pants on.
Hello, and welcome to the Anime Summit Podcast, Episode 20. Mixing it up
Mac
for
is
once.
Fucking laughing already.
This
With
guy
me?
and his
Wait,
intros.
no. Who am I? I'm Quokka. With me I have Mac,
Yo, what's up, guys?
Psalm,
What's up?
Nick,
Greetings.
and a special guest, Mr. Taylor,
That's me.
known to some as FateSteelTaylor Khalid Prisma.
That's actually my
Reddit.
full name. It's an old German name
It's actually
with Irish roots.
it's actually FateSteelTaylor, you fucking twat.
Yeah, something Gakko Garashi reaction, something Sakura Sensei.
Fate Stay Bible Black Revelations 5.
Something
No, that's my middle name.
Before we get entirely derailed, because this episode is going to be a little bit unplanned, as in entirely unplanned, aside from this one part, we need to talk about Waifu of the Week.
Woo!
Mugi, why?
Yo, she was
That's a
totally
hint.
justified taking that strawberry.
Yeah, so Waifu of the Week is Mugi, our favorite keyboardist from K-On!
K-On?
And the prequel to that, K-On! As well as K-On! The movie.
No, K-On! The movie. Come on,
K-On!
man.
Is there a question mark on there or something?
K-On?
Coming next summer in K-On! University.
Don't forget K-On! High School.
Q&A, please. So Taylor, tell us about you.
All right, so as you might know, I am a huge anime fan. As far as Mugi, now let's see, what do I remember about Mugi? Well, everyone knows she stole a strawberry. But really, does anyone else remember why she took that strawberry? She just didn't feel a part of the group, you know? She's this rich girl who just has money coming out of her ears.
I
Money
remember
coming
that
out of
episode,
everywhere.
actually.
She
The whole
owns
point
a
was-
music store. Why is she at a goddamn high school playing piano?
Holy shit, guys. This just
Hey,
got
she's
meta
playing
as
the
fuck.
keyboard.
He's so
Okay.
mad at Mugi now.
She's playing the
No.
keyboard.
The real reason she took it is because the point of the episode was Mugi wanted to get in trouble.
She
Or
wanted to get
be, like,
slapped.
rebellious. Yeah, she wanted to get slapped. And then fucking Ritsu kept getting slapped instead.
Ritsu is honestly best girl, okay? I know I'm setting the
Best
I'm
forehead.
upsetting the week
You-
a little bit. But I gotta stick to my girl, you know?
Man, you
I'm-
can't just
I'm
come in
saying
here and
Yui,
break our
man.
rules like that. You're a guest.
Whoa. Simmer down,
All right.
Seabiscuit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nay.
I took it
The
too
most
far.
important thing about Mugi is that her eyebrows
Our pickles?
are
pickles.
pickles.
They're delicious.
That was a
But
great scene.
you can't take both of them or else something bad happens.
I hope
What'd
we
she turn
find
into
out.
again?
Sam, have you gotten to that part? Have you finished K-On! Yet, Sam?
No.
No, K-On! Or I thought you were done with K-On!, but you had just started K-On!.
K-On?
I am halfway through K-On! Yeah, bitch.
What was that
Oh,
laugh? Holy shit.
That's Mac slightly
like an evil
inebriated.
laugh.
I'm sorry. Yay,
Damn,
beer.
Sam, dude, I think I finished like 20 series by the time it took you to finish K-On!
Yeah, right. No, you haven't.
You can't really say
Nick, you
anything.
almost
Quokka
finished
took like
all of
7 months to
anime by
finish
the
Your
time I
Lie in
finished.
April.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I watched
You're
about
That's
lying.
50
because I
shows.
didn't want it to end.
You're lying.
You're lying shit.
I was fully capable of watching it. I just didn't want to.
For the listeners, it took Quokka about 4, 5. I don't know. It took him like a year to finish Your Lie in April.
Like
It took
a
me
year.
from
From April
before
to April.
we
Yeah.
started even planning this podcast until well after we had been doing it for a while.
What was it, like episode 10 that you finished that on or some shit like that?
It was later than that. Maybe. Oh, maybe it was 10.
It
Whatever.
was a month ago.
Your Lie in
So, like,
April
episode
sucks.
15.
Mac thinks it's bad, but that show is fucking good though.
No, that comes up in a later episode. We'll do that
Yeah, we're all gonna
once
gang
Nick
up on Mac.
finishes Clannad.
July and April sucks.
Oh, I'm gonna finish Clannad in the dub though. I tried watching. One
Oh
of the
my
episodes
god,
dubbed.
you're a masochist.
It was
What is
awful.
wrong with you?
So bad.
Oh, God,
all of them sounded like heavy smokers, like 40-year-old women.
It's because they are. That's why it's so sad.
I thought Akio was the only heavy smoker.
God, and the main guy was
Anyway,
named Tomiya.
Enough about Psalm. We need to talk about Taylor because he's our special guest. So Taylor, how did you first discover Chinese porn cartoons?
Ayo, fuck Taylor.
It started when I was a young lad.
a
No,
Showtime.
actually, it did. So I am Korean, actually. So I grew up watching anime. That was like
Finally another Asian
Korean
person.
American
Yo,
or Korean?
Yes.
What's-
Technically born in Korea, but I came here when I was like a week old because my parents are irresponsible like that.
Finally another fucking Asian person on this show. Fuck
So
you.
Yo,
were they
there are
trying to do
billions
the
of us.
into America to get citizenship, but they accidentally had you early?
I think it was they were like, oh, they were just
Like the
trying
ship
to come
hadn't
here.
gotten there yet?
That is some racist shit.
Hey, no, it's
Only
not. There-
technically racist, which
there's
is
like-
the best kind of racist.
There's like an
Yeah.
ABC show called Fresh Off the Boat, so isn't that like a acceptable thing to say now? Fresh
Right,
Off the
yeah,
Rock
Boat?
the boat.
Well, it was a nice.
Don't
dude,
rock
don't
the
tell me
boat,
about,
baby.
Dude, don't talk to me about Fresh Out the Boat. That's my show right there. Eddie Wong is the shit.
Yo, Constantine Wu is
Constantine Wu is like legit as fuck too, though. Like,
she's amazing, yes. But yeah, my dad was coming over to study, and they were like, "Oh, we'll be here for a while, then jet back to Korea." But I was loving it here, so we just kind of stayed, and I've had to resort to finding my Chinese cartoons on the internet instead of TV.
much
Ah,
better
yes,
solution.
the interwebs.
A terrible
Yes.
world where commercials are skipped
Does
Yes.
anyone else
and
remember
everything's
though?
available whenever you want it.
Yeah. Remember though when you had to watch anime on YouTube in like 10-minute clips?
Yeah.
Because YouTube would only let you watch a video
Yeah,
for
that
10
was back
minutes.
when you had to be a partner to
Was
even
it like
have
2006
longer than
or
that.
something?
No, like
a
even
decade
yeah,
ago?
even if you were a YouTube partner though, and you uploaded some anime shit, you'd get flagged for it right away.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
YouTube wouldn't let past 10 minutes until
Oh,
you were
yeah.
a partner.
Yeah. Yep.
And
The
that was
partner
also
thing
back
didn't even-
before you really got flagged for anything though.
The partner thing
Yeah.
didn't even happen
Unless it was
until
porn.
like later though. But yeah.
I got one question for you, Taylor.
Yeah.
Protoss, Terran, or Zerg?
Oh jeez.
Zerg.
Here we go.
Zerg
about those
loves.
speed
Zerg
Feelings.
Master Race.
I would say Zerg too though. Actually,
Dude,
even though
I
don't
love
play that game.
Idra or Idra.
Protoss is a close second, but Zerg.
Zerg Rush.
So
So back to you being a 1-week-old baby watching
Yes.
Sailor Moon.
So the first show I could remember watching is I can't even remember the so in like Korea they hate Japan, right? So like they would so do you think R dubs in America are terrible? Like this one show, it's called like J. Decker Brave Police or whatever, and it's like basically Transformers on crack. And you got like these construction vehicles and police cars transforming into robots, fighting crime, that whole thing. But like all the logos on each one of the robots is of the Japanese police force. So of course when they dubbed it in Korea, they decided to call it K-Cops for Korea, and they superimposed the Korean flag on each one of the logos and symbols of these robots.
Wow.
Did they at least like perspective match it, or was it just like flat over?
Yeah, I
it?
bet it was just like, kind of hovering a little bit. You can kind of tell.
Like you could tell, like I couldn't really tell when I was younger, but like I was obsessed with this TV show, and I like begged my parents and grandparents to get me VHSs. And like I went through it when I was in middle school again because we were getting rid of the VCR, and I was like, oh,
Wait, so you
couple
were
of these
in
old cartoons.
America watching Korean dubs of Japanese cartoons.
yes, it was pretty meta. It was insane,
Okay.
yeah. And I was watching it, and like you could definitely tell for the first few episodes they were trying really hard to like match the perspective and everything works, but like towards like the end they weren't even trying anymore. But yeah, that was one of the first shows I watched, and then I kind of, the flow of anime from grandparents stopped. I think they were like, this kid's like 7, 8 years old. He doesn't need Chinese cartoons anymore. And so how wrong they were. And so after that, I just, typical American kid watching Toonami, watching my Sailor Moon, my Yu Yu Hakusho, my Dragon Ball Z.
So you got all your life lessons from.
Please say
what is
Fully
it,
Cooley.
like Jack or whatever on Toonami.
Yes.
The robot.
Samurai
Yes.
Jack?
Samurai Jack.
Oh, Mega's
You mean
the host
Tom.
of
You mean
Toonami.
That
His name
guy.
is
Tom.
His
Tom.
name was Tom.
Voiced by
You
Steve
dumb
Blum.
motherfucker.
Steve Blum? Is it
You got all
Blum
your
or
life
Blum?
lessons from Steven.
Wow.
Fucking Quokka.
From that Fred guy.
Kim Chucka Plus.
Again, Bliss.
So yeah.
That's legit,
Yeah.
dude. That's legit.
So, Taylor,
Yes.
what idea or what encouraged you to post the reactions that you did to School Live? I really gotta know.
Well, Matt,
God
he
damn it,
just
Matt.
wanted to explain his enjoyment of what it was easily the year's best typical slice of life anime.
Dude, who doesn't love cute girls doing cute things? I would go through the comments and I was very surprised that people were seemingly not watching the same show I was. Like people were talking about like all this like crazy stuff happening. I'm like, did you just not watch the same like beach episode that I was doing? Like, come on, like you totally saw them go into the pool. They were in the mall. Miki had a great performance on the piano. It nearly brought them all down.
I think you're in denial, bro.
No,
Wait.
I see what he's saying.
Wait.
I see
You're
what he's
saying
saying.
you liked it because of the slice of life stuff and you just ignored all the zombies?
All right.
What zombies?
What zombies?
That's true, there really weren't
Zombies?
that
Nick,
many.
you're
Wait,
thinking of
what
Walking
show
Dead.
are you
You're
watching?
thinking of Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, that show just started airing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
That
you're
must
just
be it. That
confused.
must be
What
the
I was
mistake.
talking about. That's what I meant. Of
Yeah.
course. Also, Halloween's coming up.
Oh, right. Yeah. But
Ah,
for
yes.
me, for Gakko Kurashi, the reason why I started commenting the way I did was I think like the second episode or something, as like a one-off joke, I like typed a quick thing like, "Oh, I love how like happy these girls are. Like everything is so great. Smiley face, smiley face. I'm sure nothing will go wrong." Something to that effect. And people were like, "Oh, this guy is broken." Like, "Oh, like I wonder how long it's going to take for him to break." Like, "Oh god, it's starting already." And I was like, how long will it take for them to get sick of this? Like, how much do I have to really go? Like, how far can I push this? So like each week I started to ramp it up. I'd like put in more. I would watch the episode as soon as it aired and I'd be like, "Okay, like what is the most ridiculous thing I can say about this episode?" And people ate it up. I was genuinely surprised. People started copying what I was doing and I was like, I don't know whether to be like
Then
offended
you had to go break
or
their
like
ankles.
compliment it.
And then
I had to
he
break out
made
the shovel.
He made a watch this thread on over it.
I did.
Wait, so
Dude.
Taylor, are you like a YouTuber that you do stuff?
Not really, no. So when I was in college, I did a lot. I had my own website where actually as much of an anime fan as I am, I'm also a huge sports fan. And with a couple of buddies of mine, we started like a sports website, news kind of thing. So I was writing a lot, doing that kind of thing.
When you
But
say
it-
sports, you mean sports anime?
iShield 21
my
and Baby
God.
Steps are legitimately good shows. I
I've
don't
heard
care
good
what
things about
anyone
Baby
says.
Steps.
Right. But actually, not like for some reason, people apparently watch 3D people do things. I don't understand the appeal of it much, but like it was breaking in views and it was raking in money. Up until the point where like Getty Images sent us a cease and desist email because we were just ripping their images off of Google Images. And
Good problem
like-
to have.
they were like, "Hey, by the way, we see you're like this website's getting pretty popular, which is cool. We just didn't see you like on our licensing list, and we wanted to make sure you were there." And like we never respond to them, and we just like immediately took the website down.
Damn.
No, what you're supposed to do
Rebel.
is get a different domain for the same website.
That's true.
We should have done that, but like at that point, we were just like, why are we wasting so much time on 3D people where we could argue about 2D people? And I think at that point we knew it was time to go. But yeah, as far as YouTube stuff like that, not really. As you guys might have known, and as how I got to this honored guest spot, I'm doing a podcast. I'm trying to do a weekly one, and I kind of did it because over, the last couple of weeks or so, I noticed that I had a lot of free time, and I was like, what other better way to use my free time than productively by talking to strangers on the internet about foreign films? And that's how I came up about
As one
doing
does.
this podcast. Exactly. It's a natural conclusion to make.
Wait, so you're trying to do a podcast about anime or foreign films?
Well, Chinese cartoons, really.
Chinese cartoon foreign films.
Yes. They're not from Japan, everyone knows that.
I do happen to read Chinese manga, which is called manhwa. And
Really?
It's really fucking awesome. Yeah, I'll talk about it at a different time, maybe. Actually, no, I'll talk about it right fucking now.
Yeah, do
it's
it,
a-
go!
Yes,
Because
Sam,
it's a free-for-all, and it's called The Force of Buddha's Palm. And it's so fucking
What?
badass.
Is
The
that
force
palm
of
or
Buddha's
palm?
palm.
Pam.
Wait,
Palm.
what does he
It-
do
it's-
with his palm? Please,
about-
please tell me. What does he
it's
do with his
based-
palm?
It's based on like a Chinese old folk tale. I don't know, but
A
some dude
Chinese
made a
porno?
comic. But
Chinese
That's what
porno.
all folktales are.
fucking hey, I can do the Asian accents because I'm half Asian. I can make fun of them. Okay.
You should do
Okay.
that.
Go
Just do
for
that
it,
right
shoot,
now.
shoot.
Do
so
it.
the one guy out of time would do the Buddha palm technique. If I can try and do a Korean accent, but it's not very good. I feel like I
Wait,
should do it.
I
'cause
don't even know the
Taylor's here.
difference between Korean, Chinese, Japan as
Well,
far as
Kor-
accent.
okay, so like
accenting.
I can do like an old Korean.
What are
guy.
y'all talking
Okay,
about? They're all
go,
from
go.
the
I
same
wanna hear
part of the
this.
world.
let me try doing an old Korean guy. Okay. I go to do a haircut and pay the pity pie. Pity pie dollar. I have a good hair day today because my hair goes in a perfect circle.
Grandpa, is that you?
I
Where
can
have you
also-
been?
I also like doing my dad because it's really fucking funny.
You like doing your
Context being
Oh,
everything.
Wow.
I
gross.
like doing my dad's accent. I should have said that sounds wrong. Yeah. I'm a little.
Yo,
tipsy.
we're here for you, man. We're here for you. There's an
I'm a
anime
li-
for that.
I'm a little tipsy for two reasons. One, because Taylor's on the show. Two, it's Back to the Future Day, which I will talk about in a second.
No,
But-
wait, just talk about it now, son.
no. Let me do my dad's accent first because it's funny. Son, this is when he's yelling at me. Son, you don't put attention to what I tell you. Son, you turn, take a left right here. Take a left? Is that what you fucking said? Because it sounded like you said take a lep. Son, that's what I tell you. You don't put attention. And
So
and Nick
Buddha's
Stoner,
palm.
Nick Stoner knows too because he's been over at my house.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, your mom has a funny accent too, but
Dude, yeah, my mom's ridiculous.
I shouldn't say funny. I should say charming. That's what I meant to say.
So Buddha's palm.
Because that's
no,
more.
fuck Buddha's palm.
Buddha's
we're
palm.
gonna talk about Back to the Future. Let me tell you why.
Oh,
Buddha
okay.
does fuck
Today
his palm.
is the day that Marty McFly came to 2015, October 21st, 4:21 p.m. to be exact.
This will be like 5 days
1 minute
ago
late.
when you listen to this.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're recording this on Back to the Future Day. But I did see today that somebody did like in the style of Studio Ghibli, they drew like a picture of Marty and Doc. Like, with, like
Was it Rick and Morty?
No, I wish. No,
That's
but I'm
pretty
fucking speaking of fucking Japan and anime and shit, all the Back to the Future video games to ever come out in America were garbage. But of course, Nintendo had to come in and be like, here's how you do a Back to the Future game. And they made like this little chibi anime like side-scrolling game on the Super Nintendo, and it only came out in Japan because I don't know why America's stupid. But it's really the only good Back to the Future game, and it's called Super Back to the Future. And
Super Back to the
Super
Future.
Back
Yeah.
to the Future.
Super Back to the Future.
Back to the Future Toki. Hyunkun Denwa.
But yeah, Back to the Future, man, those movies are legit as fuck. But yeah, no, fucking Buddhist palm is legit though.
Yeah, what were we talking
That-
about
wow,
again?
that was a long circle.
Yeah.
So Taylor, what is
Yes.
your
Taylor,
favorite
man.
anime, and why is it Twin Tails?
It's Twin Tails because who doesn't love a show completely devoted about Twin Tails?
Wait, I gotta go see what this is. Twin Tails.
No,
What is it like?
Problem
Oren
solved.
no Boku no Twin Tails?
It's just called Twin Tails.
Is it really just called Twin Tails?
I think the English version is just Twin Tails.
Like, what are they doing? This wasn't it based off a light novel? They're slacking. I want like 3 prepositional phrases and a question mark at the end.
Whoa, this looks fucking cool.
From 2014? Is it a new show? This sounds like an old show, but it
I think there's a
Fucking
game.
new.
There's a game. Yeah. Is that what the visual novel is, or is that an actual game? Came
Who
out on
knows?
PSP.
there's an
Who knows?
adaptation.
Sam,
I
that's
don't
your
know.
homework. Watch Twin Tails. Report back to us.
It looks like what
I also need to
Symphogear
watch Twin
should have been.
Tails.
Dude, I'm about to watch Symphogear. That show looks hype as fuck.
Dude,
Oh,
it is,
yeah.
it is.
Someone told me it was like Gurren Lagann meets Idolmaster. I'm like, where
Yeah.
do I sign up?
Did you see the highlight of them blowing up a mountain and
Yeah,
like
dude, that was
doing that shit?
That was so hype.
That was like episode 1 of the season that just came out.
I know, cause it's badass.
And they basically sing the whole time. It's like Macross, but with magical girls.
Every time someone explains it, it somehow gets better, and I don't know how that's possible.
Anime of the year, boys. I haven't even seen it yet.
10 out of 10.
So-
I'm like anime snob. All
So
I have to
Taylor,
do is see the
before
cover.
we can tell you that your taste is shit, we need to actually know what your real favorite anime is.
Ooh, true story. Ugh. You know,
Ah,
it's
yes.
it's hard to choose a favorite. Can I
What's
give you
your
like
favorite
a
one right now? Right now.
Can I give you
Mm.
like a top 3, a top 5?
Top
I
5?
can't count that high.
Your Korean came out a little bit in that one.
Top 5,
Top 5?
5, let's see. Jeez. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
These guys wouldn't know. I know
Right.
though. It's a good fucking show.
Sora no Woto.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Sword Art Online for a second. I was like,
Oh
oh
god,
shit.
no. My taste isn't that bad.
You guys are gay.
Oh.
It's like Sam's favorite
No,
show.
Speaking of that,
Dude,
I was
okay, I gotta be
talking
honest
to-
right now. To my left are 1, 2, 3, 4 Sword Art Online English light novels, 3 Sword Art Online manga books, and a Sinon and an Asuna Figma, so I really can't talk.
I have the
I have an
Sinon
Asuna.
figure.
I have an Asuna swimsuit figure.
The character
Ooh,
design is
Mac wears.
wonderful in that show.
He wears it himself.
Yo,
The rest of the show is just not good.
not trying to sound sexist, and I guess I won't because it's a cartoon character, but Sinon Best Ass 2015.
Obligatory R Sinon
Shout
As
out to
Online.
the
Sinon
sign in
Ass
ass online.
What about
subreddit.
Satsuki, man? Satsuki and Ryuko. I'm just saying.
That was a good cosplay.
No. C2.
I know,
C2
I
is the
know.
best
I've been
ass.
talking about it all week.
Yeah, Quokka's fucking obsessed with that. He just like
Quokka-
leaves it up on his
Quokka
browser.
has
or
had a
whatever.
boner with that since
Oh,
like it was posted
Hey, man,
on Reddit.
We went over this. Life is sexy.
You might have to go see a doctor about that.
No, I'm
Anime
happy with
boner
it. I'm
lasts
happy
longer
with
than
it.
4 hours.
I was actually
Ah.
talking to one of the clubs because I'm on the student council and do that kind of stuff. And
Oh, are
he
you
saw
the
my-
student council president?
No.
So, can we call you
Director of
Seto
Campus
Kaito for the rest of the
Affairs.
pod?
But anyways, he was in my office and I have anime posters up, and he's like, "Oh, you watch anime?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's the point of the anime posters." He's like, "Oh yeah, my favorite anime is Sword Art Online." I'm like, "Oh god."
Dude, you should have humored him and be like, I fucking love that show. And just like obsess over it with him, and that would be great. Like,
Oh, dude, I love
Do
when Kirito. He's so OP. He's
Yo,
so
I
awesome.
loved his relationship with his sister, but I just wished like they were actually siblings.
oh yeah,
So-
they pulled that bullshit loophole. And they're like, we're not really blood related.
Yeah, I think in
So,
like the
Taylor,
original web
so
version.
Your
she
top
was,
1 and 2
yeah.
are Guilty Crown and Sword Art. What are the other 3?
Glass Lip.
Of course.
Solid.
Solid choice.
I think I'd have to go. Cardcaptor Sakura is up there. Madoka
Interesting.
Magica. I mean, those two are so similar. They're basically the same show.
They really are.
Fate Zero, and Hibike Euphonium, along with Kakagori.
I love you. I love
Hibike
you.
Ufotable?
I love you so
Hibike
much.
Ufotable.
He's just reading off his whole list at this point.
Ufotable.
Kumiko, best girl.
And Reina.
Kumiko X Reina. I'm still waiting for those doujinshi to show up on Faku.
No, please, no.
You
They're
gotta
too
go to a
pure.
different site
Too
for
pure.
that. Go to the
I feel
Sad
like-
Panda and you'll find it.
I feel
I mean,
like
it already
yeah.
exists. It's out there. It's just not on
No,
Faku
they-
yet.
No.
You got a
Actually,
Sad
I think they
Panda,
were
I'm telling
selling
you.
them at the Faku booth at Anime Expo. Why didn't I go?
Oh man. No, yeah, I love Euphonium. That has to be my favorite recent show that I've watched.
I do
that's
too.
up there.
And
That
I
show
wanted
was
to get the
wonderful.
poster for it at Anime Expo from the Pony Canyon
Yo,
booth, but you had to buy
yeah.
like the shirt. And it was like,
Uh-huh.
I don't want the shirt. I just want the poster. I went back to the booth every day and was like, can I just get the poster? And no, even on the last day when they had a bunch of them.
Uh-huh.
And
That's
KyoAni
messed
had
up.
almost nothing at their booth for anything.
Yeah.
They're just
Mostly
like, fuck
free.
y'all.
They had free. That was it.
You should have bought
Free's
some
their
free
cash
stuff,
cow.
man.
Free's crazy.
Man,
Free, funnily
Yeah,
enough,
it's female
is-
fan service.
man, I need a UFO-kun for my keychain. I really do.
Yeah,
I
when's
just
Good
want-
Smile gonna come out with Nendoroid minis of all the instruments?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I haven't seen any figure releases for any of the characters from Euphonium.
That's because
makes me
Nana
very
Bior is
sad.
getting them.
Nobody cared about it.
Renge, best girl.
Probably.
No, please. The first volume, so like 11K volumes? The
I don't know, we're
Blu-ray?
Good Smile has all the rights to Little Witch Academia, and they still haven't put out any figures for that.
True. Aren't they waiting for the second movie to officially be released on Blu-ray or something? Or I might be
I
pulling numbers out of my ass.
I believe they started shipping already,
Okay.
and people should have them.
Okay.
What did you guys think of Little Witch? Which one was your favorite, the first one or the second one?
Why not both?
Porque
You had to
no
pick
nos
one.
dos?
You have to pick one. Come on.
What happens if I don't pick one? What happens?
Then
what
you
goes down?
die.
Then you're fired.
I mean, the magic of the
mean-
first one
yeah.
is what it is, because it's just one of those things where it's the first one, and
Mhm.
it has its issues, but it's just so lovable. And the second one doesn't necessarily fix those issues, but it's more of what you want.
Wait, what issues?
Well, I mean, it's just
11 out of
it
10.
has
I'm
the
just saying.
very typical.
Literally saved anime.
It has the typical kind of kid show story arc where they spend half the thing doing build up, but it's just establishing the setting, and then they very quickly get into the conflict and then hit the resolution, instead of having it be like
Yeah.
an overall
Yeah.
story. I mean,
No, yeah.
but it's just
Instead of
too
cramming
short.
3
It's
seasons
just too
into
short.
the last episode.
Yeah, the first one I like because it's easier to look over those flaws when it's a 30-minute OVA. And it was
Yeah,
just
the other one was 45, wasn't it?
No, it was
50.
like an hour.
No, it
yeah.
was 50.
Yeah. It
There's
was a
credits,
It was really
so-
funny in the
55.
theater at the premiere, because there's the
Uh-huh.
moment where I'm blanking on the name, but the one chick that does her crazy acrobats with the broom.
Oh,
where she
the
does it, she
The
t-shirt.
main
stops.
girl. The main girl. No,
Uh-huh.
not the main girl.
In the second movie, the orange-haired girl.
Yeah, I know. what you're
Amanda?
talking
Oh,
about.
that one.
Amanda,
yeah, the one
I
that does
think?
the dances and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because
The
she
bitch.
gets up there and it like pauses, and everybody in the theater cheered, and then
Uh-huh.
she says, "What? No applause?" And I was like, "They timed that wrong."
Too meta. Or not meta enough.
Yeah, not meta enough.
Yeah. Oh, man. No. Yeah, that was...
But that's because
I think I would have to go with the first one over the second one, even though I loved the second one. Just because the first one, it had more magic to it, and it felt like, because it did such a good job of like setting the world and setting up these two characters. What's the girl's name, like Atki or like
Akko?
Atsu?
I don't even know. Yeah, I know
Akko.
that the sleepy girl is my favorite one. What's her name?
The potion one,
Yeah,
Susie.
Susie.
yeah,
Yeah.
Susie.
Yeah.
And then of course you guys have you guys seen the Inferno Cop Little Witch crossover episode?
I have not.
God,
That was
no.
only
Negative
shown
Ghost
on
Rider, man.
at Anime Expo, right?
I've seen
I haven't
Ninja
seen
Slayer.
it anywhere else, but I haven't looked
Uh-huh.
for it. It was delightfully terrible.
Just like most of Trigger's stuff.
Just-
Let's be honest.
Hey.
Hey now.
Inou-Battle.
You're an all-star.
I
was
need to watch
awesome.
that. I need to watch that.
Watch what?
I've heard so many good things about it, and like everyone and their mother
Inferno
has
Cop?
seen that voice actor scene with like the one take.
Oh, was it Wakara and I scene? I don't understand.
Dude,
Yeah,
that scene
yeah.
was
It's like a
awesome.
7-minute rant. Is like that made me
Yeah.
watch the show,
Oh,
and it is
yeah,
still
yeah.
amazing in context. But outside of context, it is.
I love
wonderful.
when people redub it though. Like, you guys have seen the Hitler thing where he's in his
Yes.
bunker and he's just like complaining about it, and people put different subs over it.
Yeah.
That's what they did with the anime thing. And
Yeah, they have the one where it's just making fun of otaku culture the entire time.
Right.
Yeah, I posted
Yeah,
that one
yeah.
up. That one was fucking awesome.
Man, it breaks my heart. It's a great scene. That show is just like so underrepresented. It's the Trigger show
what
nobody
is the
talks
show
about.
again? What is it?
Inou-Battle. It was
When supernatural
Oh, okay.
battles become commonplace or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, some shit like that.
so Inou-Battle.
I don't speak
Dewa
Maroon.
Nichijou.
I don't know what you're talking
Something.
about.
Yeah, I think it's because it doesn't look like anything Trigger has made
I
previously
didn't
or
realize
since.
it was Trigger until I finished watching
Right.
it.
Because it had good animation, or
Shots
Shots
The
fired.
animation's right on par
Yo.
with
no? Let's be real though. Trigger doesn't have
Inou-Battle wa
good animation.
Nichijoke no Nakade.
I'll buy it.
So, Taylor, I need to ask you, on the topic of Hibike Ufotable,
Yes.
what are your feelings towards Ribbon-chan?
Who's that? Is that the girl who's crying,
Ribbon-
or
The girl with the
The
ribbon.
Ribbon-chan is the one who's like very devoted to her senpai, and like there was a hissy fit when, spoiler alert, like her senpai doesn't get the solo.
Oh no, that she's the crying girl. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bitch.
See,
Whoa, leave
like
the question. Whoa, no.
She's the Britta of the show. If anyone's seen
Stop
Community.
being such a Britta. So, little background. I was in band for 7+ years.
What did you play?
I played trumpet.
Damn it! I was hoping for another Euphonium player.
Oh no, I dabbled
Clarinet
in
represent.
Euphonium. I dabbled in Euphonium, but I did not actually play
Euphoniums
it.
represent. Whoop.
I played the
Uh,
baritone.
I just played the skin flute.
Yeah, I played Euphonium, but I would
Okay.
always have the B flat trigger down, and that's just how I played it. So it was basically a trumpet. But yeah, just because I had seen so many, so like for people who aren't in band, it's a very common scene where you see, freshmen get a solo over a senior because they're quote unquote better. And on one hand, it's very subjective because it's music, but on the other hand, there are times when it's very clear when that happens. And actually, I was in that spot where I was the freshman and there was a senior girl and she did not put in much effort. She just thought she would get solos out of seniority. And I, being a cocky ass freshman, I was like, oh no, like I'm going to audition for this solo. And I got it. And when I became a senior, and now that I am removed from trumpet, I can understand where Ribbon-chan is coming from, because that's one, a dick move to pull, and two, like this girl was like yandere over this girl. Like, let's be honest, like that ribbon was there to like put Reina in a chokehold if necessary.
Fuck that ribbon-wearing bitch.
Don't you talk shit about Hestia.
Straight
No,
up.
no, it's a string. Remember, it's a string.
Boob string.
both.
Not a ribbon.
But yeah, I could sympathize with her, which I thought was the mark of a good character. Even though I hated her, I could sympathize with her.
Well, there's certain things in when they have a character that you can properly hate means that the character is good.
Right.
Because like you
Like
hate
Joffrey
the
from
character
Game of
as if
Thrones.
they are a person, not you hate how poorly they're written, or you hate
Right.
something about the story. It's like you get so much into it that you actually hate like the person that this is, even though it's a
Right.
fictional person.
Yeah, like
Right.
you watch Your Lie in April and you hate Kosei Arima.
God damn it, Mac.
Kaori worst girl, am I right?
Oh God!
I
man,
will fight you.
I will help him fight you.
I
No,
got your
Tsubaki.
back.
Tsubaki is the best girl in that show. Okay, she carries that show hard.
Which show?
What are we talking
You're
about?
lying,
Some
April.
fucking Moe or something?
You're lying shit.
Sam's like, give me mechs.
Fucking look. Here's what makes an anime good. Okay.
Sam's blasted now. He's
You
just wasting.
fucking. You throw a whiny little bitch male character in there. He's got to be like 15 or 16.
AKA Renton from Eureka 7.
AKA Shinji from Neon Genesis
You
Evangelion.
throw-
Keep
14,
yelling
though.
at him to get in the robot.
They never say that in the show.
You need a character. You need a character who's like hot, who's like way older, but who's like in love with the bitch character.
So Misato.
This
and
is
then-
literally Sword Art Online.
And then you need. She needs to have like a pet penguin that lives in a refrigerator.
As one does.
And then
That's
you gotta
normal.
have.
Now it's
And then
Evangelion.
you gotta have what do you call it? The bitchy female, a tsundere, or whatever.
Oh, Tsundere.
You gotta have the red-haired tsundere,
Gotta have the
and then
red-haired
the
tsundere.
blue-haired.
Wait.
Then you have to have a Rei Ayanami XP.
Sam, I'm gonna let you finish, but Evangelion sucks.
Mac, I can't tell if you're joking when you say that,
Yeah, I don't know if he's joking.
because like
It's okay if he doesn't like it. You don't have to like it.
Because I like to think that Mac's taste isn't terrible, but
Troll.
sometimes I just don't know.
Mac didn't even give it 11 out of 10. How dare him? You have to hack the-
No. I just like trolling Sam because I know it's his favorite show of all time.
It's mine too.
I love
Another
that show.
Fight
Kanye
us.
reference.
If I had to rank a franchise, that would be my number one. But the last 2 episodes of the TV series just pissed me off so much.
You don't
Agreed.
watch 'em.
Well,
You
that
just
was
don't
the
watch 'em.
ultimate subversion, though.
You just
no,
don't
no,
watch
no.
'em.
They're good episodes. You guys just got to get in that mindset and realize it's
They're
a
just too
subversion
deep for
of
you.
the whole. Of
That's
the
some
whole
BS that
genre.
Hano
Just too
pulled
deep
out
for
of
you.
his
You
ass.
just didn't
You're gay.
understand it. You're just not smart enough, and that's why you couldn't appreciate
Too
it.
deep for you.
That's what when
3D
people tell me
five,
they don't like
man.
Evangelion because they was too confusing, quote unquote. I always look at them and say, okay, first off,
Just watch
You,
the movie. It tells you everything.
you
Kind of.
obviously weren't watching it. Second of all, you're probably fucking stupid.
Man, I ain't
Third
got
off-
time to understand all that there hippie damn
So to
bullshit.
segue, speaking of confusing, have you seen the show? You're watching Concrete Revolution, right, Sam?
Yes.
I have no fucking clue what's happening in that show.
I am watching that. I'm 2 episodes in. I haven't seen the 3rd episode. Like,
no idea what's happening.
You
I
guys-
don't know if it's a good show in disguise or if it's a really bad show with good moments.
I think it's a
I
really
think
good
it's the
show so
second
far.
one.
You guys are just not watching it.
I think it's
obviously.
showing potential so far.
I think it's showing potential so far as well. It, like I
Mm-hmm.
said when I talked about it during our summer 2015 preview episode, which was last week. You can listen to it now at animesummit.com. Thank you very much.
.net
.net. Thank you very much. Or download it on iTunes
or
and listen to it on iTunes.
ranime.net. I don't know. I have like 8 domains for this. I think I'd
Did
have
you make a
.moe. I
subreddit?
don't know.
Anyways, Google Anime
should
Summit.
make
You
a
can listen to
subreddit.
it there. Our summer 2015 preview episode came out last week. Thank you very much, you bitch. Now, like I said
Back to Sam's topic.
in that episode, like I said when we were talking about that shit, it flashes back and forth constantly, so you have to pay attention because it's like showing, like the first part of it was like in the past, and then it was in the present, and the past, and the present, and the past. It even gives you the fucking dates.
But
Dates,
did it
yeah.
go to the future?
I can't. Sam,
Did it
you
go
forget,
back
I
to the
can't
future?
Read. I can't read dates.
Nick, it is literally no one else's fault that no one got you hooked on
Some.
phonics.
Maybe it's confusing because the dates are in European format.
They're also like in not
Are they?
Gregorian
Oh, shit,
calendar.
no.
They're like a weird, like
They're in moon
different
runes.
age. Yeah,
Dude, you just do
It's
the
that
math.
damn moon rune calendar.
but it's good. I completely agree. I think it has the potential to be really good. I think it depends how it ends, and I think it's gonna be one of those shows where after it finishes, you're gonna be like, oh, and then you go back from the beginning, and everything makes much
So
more
you're
sense.
trying to
Yeah,
say
that's
it's
why I'm
more
gonna
like a
marathon it.
classroom crisis where it's gonna start
Ooh.
off flat and then get good.
It'll rise all the way up to mediocre.
No, it's like
Hey!
Well, okay, look.
hey,
Either way,
hey.
even if the ending breaks it,
Uh-huh.
I will probably still be in love with it just for the style and
The
constant
art style is really nice.
and constant nods to like like the kaiju and tokusatsu and all that shit, and the colorfulness makes me have such a huge boner. And if the main character Jiro were real, I'd fucking fuck him so hard.
That's if he would let you. That guy goes hard.
Dude, he goes in though. Like that arm thing he's got going on.
Yeah, the flame thing, like what the hell? That came out of nowhere.
Dude, that shit was bad.
No, he's the robot from One Punch Man. They're the same character.
Dude, let me tell you something about One Punch Man, okay?
One Punch Man literally saving anime.
Literally.
Let me tell you something about One Punch Man. The fucking plot for that is so fucking funny and ridiculous. I think it might be like, I don't know, man. I think Taylor's right. It might save it.
No, because
So I'm just like, I think.
What?
I don't know.
Sakura Trick already saved anime.
Yeah, that's
Anime
true.
is
Here we go,
thoroughly
Sakura Trick,
saved.
Sakura-
Anime.
It's
What
a
is
funny
that?
way
What-
to
what
pronounce
is-
White Album 2.
What is Sakura Trick? Let me Google it really quick. If I
Sakura
see it-
Trick
It's
is
Yuri.
I'm pretty sure I
is
actually
a anime
haven't seen
about
an episode.
two
Oh.
high school girls
I heard this
that
anime was really good.
just really appreciate each other's friendships. It is by
Yeah.
Studio Dean.
With spit strings.
Remember that
attached to
time,
their
Taylor,
mouth.
we
And-
said when Quokka will just keep talking? Yeah.
So
that
while
was
mini
Quokka.
shows,
I'm starting to see it.
while mini
We
shows,
still need to go back to Classroom Crisis because I gotta fight some people over that, and then we gotta go back
I
and
just
then to
wanna say-
Concrete
I
Revolution.
want to say Sakura Trick. They get straight to the kissing. There's a kiss in every episode, including the OP. Well, no, every episode
There's like a
outside of the
flower
OP and the
scene,
OP
too.
has
Nice.
kissing. It's solid.
Basically, what we're trying to say is, fucking Quokka's a pervert. All he
No.
cares about is girls
I-
kissing
lollies.
each
I
other.
wasn't
He
into
likes his
Yuri,
lollies.
and then I saw Sakura Trick. Just saying.
Did you like never grow up with Sailor Moon?
I wasn't into Yuri with Sailor Moon. There's no Yuri
You
content
did, but
there.
you got amnesia.
There's
Oh,
like no, they,
there's
like in the-
lesbians. Well,
yeah.
No, wait. Let's stop for a second, because not in the American version. They changed it for TV for
True.
U.S.
Not in the Korean version though. We got that raw lesbian feel.
Nice.
Same with
That's all
Cardcaptor
I gotta
Sakura. Cardcaptor Sakura had a lot more gay overtones than like I could pick up when I was
What's up
7
with
years
magical
old.
girl shows all having lesbians? Like, Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant has that. Fucking does
Fake
Madoka have
Carolina
it? Probably
Prisma
got it
Alien.
in there.
No, there are
Yeah.
0 lesbian overtones in Madoka Magica. I
Girls
can
can't
tell
Yeah,
help
you.
there
girls.
are. They're all
They're
girls.
all
so
just
they're
really good
clearly
friends.
just
Girls can't
going on
love
each other.
girls.
Girls. Meguka is suffering.
How can you say you love her if you can't even eat her poop?
Nick, now you're just making
Oh,
shit
God.
up.
No, that's an old meme.
Just as a note, nobody here is against LGBT. I'm just saying.
I am heavily against it, Sam,
Hey, man.
just so I can argue with you.
Life is
No,
sexy.
I'm not.
That's it.
But yeah,
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
I will
anyway.
fight anyone who says Classroom Crisis was a mediocre anime. That was a good show. That was
It was
great.
definitely
I'll give you
pretty
this.
good.
It was entertaining. It was
The
entertaining,
one thing
but like,
it just did not need was the whole identity swap plot thing. It just wasn't needed.
I thought that's what like really saved it for me because I was like, okay, they're building up to something
The problem is
bigger.
at the end, it didn't matter. It meant
they
nothing
ran out of
at
time. I think they were hoping for enough
all. Like they
funding
get
to
to
get
the
a second
thing
season
where
done.
I mean, no spoilers or anything. Get
yeah,
to
they
the
baited
end
that second
where
season.
it is revealed to certain key characters or that certain key characters know, and they're just like, I don't care. So it's like, okay, it didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything at all.
I think it will mean more if/never when we get a second season. Apparently, like the
Yeah.
sales have been dismal.
Well, it probably won't get
Because
one. then.
everybody was distracted by Charlotte because that was so good.
Oh God.
I hope that gets a
God.
second season. Oh wait, the last 3 episodes reached their own season, so it's like 4 seasons already.
Oh God. Charlotte.
show
That
is-
last episode,
the
if
show's
that last
great.
episode was like expanded into a movie with like flashbacks from the previous 11, 12 episodes, that could have been a good movie. I'm convinced you could have made a good movie out of Charlotte. Like if you just rearranged the pieces.
Yeah, you just took out all of it.
Take out like everything that
some
Junmei
mechs
wrote,
in
and
there.
then
Yeah, if you take
know.
out everything between the 2nd episode and the 13th episode, you have a
It's like
great
not half
show.
bad.
First
You have a
episode.
great show. That first episode was solid. That was a great
It
show
was a
right there.
great-
It was fine, yeah.
I was like, wow, okay, so they're gonna show us like how realistically teenagers would dick around if they had superpowers.
Well, that's what
And, like,
no,
that
Inou-Battle
never
is.
happened.
That's what Inou-Battle
If I was that
is.
dude, I'd be like, oh, did he do some perverted stuff with his superpowers? Because I don't remember. Was that episode?
Oh no,
one?
what?
No, he was
He
just
got
trying
that one
to hook
girl
up
to go
with
on
the
a
girl.
date with him, and then one of the
Okay.
other ones had like the power of photography, or like to see like partial X-ray, but not all the way, just like
Yeah.
under one layer.
That's fucking weird. That's a random ass power right there.
I
can
mean,
see
like
through one layer.
you can see through one layer and then imprinted on like a photocopy, but that's it.
That
I
was
swear it
nice.
had like the
But if
weird.
you are looking
I wanted to
for
drop that so bad.
teenage kids dicking around with superpowers, Inou-Battle is where it's at.
Whatever you do,
There's
just
a
probably
reason
don't
why
let
it
Sean
has
do it.
Nichijou in the title, because it really is a slice of life with superpowers.
Doesn't Monster Musume also have like Nichijou
Yeah,
in the
because it's
title?
everyday life with monster girls.
I have not watched that show, full disclosure, but Poppy is best girl.
Oh, watch the Blu-rays,
Poppy is
dude.
best
Watch
girl.
the
That
uncensored.
show will awaken desires in you that you never knew you had.
That's why I'm not
I
watching
learned
it.
a lot about myself.
It's like that principal on Community is like, I hope it doesn't awaken anything.
Like
Oh
almost,
yeah.
almost every time a new monster girl
Dean.
is introduced, you're just like, I don't get it. I don't understand why this is hot. And then it's like the third time she shows up, you're like, this is hot. And you're
Like
just
the
like,
Centaur-
what
the
happened?
Centaur
What
one kind
happened?
of freaks me out.
The Centaur?
Centaur one freaks me
Yeah.
out. The spider one freaks me out. But like
Oh, Ragnar.
Dude,
Harpy?
Ragnar
Harpy?
Nason just gets better and better.
dude, Ragnar.
well, if they're like too far away from a human, then
I
it's a
have
little bit weird.
carnal
But
hate for spiders, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, it's not that I'm afraid of spiders. I just hate them. I want to burn them all in a fire, right?
Right.
Dude,
Because
as
they're
I was
well-written
watching-
characters.
As I was watching Monster Musume, I thought
Uh-huh.
to myself, wow, this is freaking great.
So you're a legs man.
I just gotta say,
yeah, Mac,
I-
just like the
I just
Darling
gotta
Coon.
say that if any of our listeners want to send Sam a gift,
You say
can
this
send
every
him-
time this comes up.
you can send him the body pillowcase for
Oh, I
the
th-
The serp-
Dakimakura.
yeah, the fucking
Sam, don't you want the Squatty Potty?
The what?
Quokka's getting me that for Christmas. You shut up. But that's my final
Shout out
thought
to the
anyway.
Squatty Potty.
Anyway, my final thoughts is Taylor, it was great, man. I think you're really awesome, and I would like to have you on the show again. That's legit as fuck. You're legit. It's like
Dude, this was awesome.
I'm only half Asian, so there's only a half Asian on the show, because the other half of me
Dude.
is Mexican.
I'm half German, so, yeah. Es ist Zeit für Reiche.
Yeah, me
I'm
and
part
Mac.
Native American.
me and,
I mean,
me and Mac make up actual heritage. Quokka and Stoner are just like white people. Like,
I'm
They're just white.
just white.
I'm just blank. I grew out of
I'm
the
half German as well. I'm actually blood related to Eva Braun, famous German right there.
nice.
Is he
Du bist
related at all
Deutsch?
to Evangelion?
Du bist
I'm
Huh?
related to Asuka Shikanami Langley.
Worse
Because
Asuka.
I use the
Asuka's
new
where
name.
it's at.
But yes, final thoughts. We need to start wrapping this thing up. It
All right.
was
Well, hey, thanks so much for having me on the show. This was a blast. I had a lot of fun.
Where can
thanks for
people find
inviting
you?
me.
If they
Oh,
want
so
to
you can
listen to
find
your
me-
podcast and tweet at you about your terrible taste.
If you want to tweet at me at my terrible taste, just go to, and I'll have to think of a handle later. I'll probably just go with FateSteelTaylor. It's a name I made up in like 30 seconds, and I've regretted since. But I've gone too
change it.
deep
That-
to
that's
get
every
rid of it.
username.
So yeah, probably at FateSteelTaylor. You can find me on the anime subreddit. You can listen to my podcast. Comes out every Monday night at reanime.podomatic.com. One episode's out. I'll probably have the second episode sometime Sunday night. So if you subscribe, you'll get it 24 hours earlier than everyone else.
Ooh.
awesome.
Ooh.
We don't do that. We give it to everybody at the same time.
Best sub preference.
Except if you subscribe on the website, you might get it like an hour early.
Ooh.
Whenever I finish posting it, I normally just post it straight up. I don't do the delay on the website.
See, I only do the delay because I'm like, I'll upload it, and then I'm like, I don't want to touch it for a while. I just want to let it sink, and then I'll write the info up later. But it sounds better when I say I'm delaying it for the subscribers rather than saying I'm just a lazy bum, you know?
I guess we should have
Well, you
talked a
could
little bit
do,
more. Is your podcast just you?
Yes, so right now it's just me. I'm hoping to have a guest section every week, and my so the part of the podcast where I bring people in will be called "Is It Wrong to Pick Up Guests from the Internet?"
Nice.
So
I do remember when I
Very clever.
doing it alone is brave, man. It's brave.
Yeah, dude, if you're
It's
doing
tough.
it alone, you might as well like have a camera on you and vlog that shit and then just upload it, dude. Like, I'd watch
Just
that.
go on.
I have a
Never mind.
face
I'd jerk off to
made
it.
for radio. is
Yeah,
how
I was
would
gonna
put
say,
it.
just go on like ChatterBait, and talk about anime.
'Cause I had to do
Fully clothed too. Just don't even.
the first practice session for this show was just me
Uh-huh.
recording, and it's rough to just talk to nobody, especially when you're just getting used to it. It's hard to
Yeah.
just have a conversation that doesn't sound terrible when you
Right.
don't have anybody.
Well,
to
you can
talk
edit
to.
out the pauses and stuff.
The nice thing is, I'm an only child because my parents took one
So
look
you're
at
used
me
to
and
talking
said,
to
"No more."
yourself?
And then like we moved around a lot, and I was terrible at making friends. So like, yes, I am very used to having conversations with myself. It's like bringing back repressed memories. It's very therapeutic.
That sounds sad.
Yeah,
I
well,
really don't know what to say to that. Oh my
Hey,
God.
well,
Don't believe anything I say.
Anime at podomatic.com.
Calm.
Next
Yes.
week,
Are
the
you on
guest will be
iTunes?
me because I'm the coolest out of the four of us. Let's be real.
You,
Please,
I'll
Sam,
I'll
please.
reserve my opinion on that. But
Are you on
know,
iTunes? Anything?
I will be on iTunes by the time the second episode is up. Someone has been super awesome enough to make a logo and everything for me, so gotta work out the kinks with that.
And you have an RSS feed for people's favorite podcast apps.
Yeah, that's all on the website. I don't know how podcasts work. I just talk into the mic and then the computer does everything else.
Good way
That's
to do it.
legit.
Good way to
That's
do it.
legit.
But yeah, you guys have a great setup. This was fun. I had a blast. I hope to do it again soon.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the fans react.
Ooh.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, you pretty much just
All three
you pretty
fans.
much just said that I suck, so I don't know. I don't really want you on here anymore.
You're second best girl, okay?
It's
Yep, so
fine.
last
Sama's best
little
girl.
shout outs. The Anatori EX Fitness Challenge still going on. Lose some weight, win some Nendoroids. Fitness.animesummit.net.
All right, have a good night, everybody.
So I've been
Shout out to
Quokka.
Potaku.
With me has been Sam, Nick, and Mac, and our special guest Taylor. And this has been
Woo!
the Anime Summit Podcast.
I've gotten used to supernatural insanity, enough to presuppose that life is peaceful and benign. But I'm caught on the rails of this masochistic thrill ride, and I know there's something I cannot lose sight of. I'm swallowed by egalitarian philosophy, and I can't figure out what my emotions even mean. But if I can't relate just exactly what I'm feeling, I'm really just a puppet on a string. As I step into the night, to the crowds among the street, they're all happy in their happiness and lonely in their loneliness. It's spinning all around like melodies from notes upon the sheet. The rhythm of the music singing marmalade and sugar songs, peanuts and a bitter step, too sickly sweet and bitter sends my head into a spin. Come along and dance with me, party till we lose it all, and this'll be a night to make a mark upon the world. Yeah, this is it. I feel like I'll never look back and never let go.
If you like the show, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Anime Summit or leave a review on iTunes.